doing tonight? I respect that you've had a long day, and probably some of you got to work before this, and you came in here. I'm a consultant, a professional networker, and an inspirational speaker. What you're talking about, the watcher, sometimes I go into corporations and I ask them questions, just one question that will get to the core of their watcher that's getting in the way of progress. The stuff that they want to create in the world, it's getting in the way. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to talk about creative writing. And congratulations to the people that shared. That was tremendous. You were able to really get into your mind and really channel into the watcher that lives within all of us. I have gone deep, deep, deep into my watcher, and it's painful at times. And as respect to you, there's a lot of things I wouldn't want to do in school. This is going to be something that you can play along with and build however you want. I would like everybody, except for the camera person, to close their eyes. And I want you to visualize yourself. You can close your eyes or leave your eyes open. I want you to visualize yourself as a pen. And at the bottom of the pen is a force of energy that you're totally grounded into the earth. And within this, there's a light of ink coming up through your body. And as that comes up through your body, you get to the core of what you want to do in this world, what you want to be in this world, and what you want to have in this world. And as that light and that ink goes up inside of you, out to the top of your head, you just feel that connection. You feel that connection to a lot of these different words that you're writing on paper. They can be the thought that is going to cause cancer to be cured. They can be the thought that is causing homelessness to be cured all over the world. Not in one location. One location's great, but all over the world. It's very, very powerful, the words that are happening. If you take Columbine, 4 students created a horrific act that people all over the world, just 4 people coming together to do something real bad in the world, and it changed the way that we do it. And I would like to see a lot more people doing good that's going to totally transform people in an amazing and a powerful way. So right now, creative writing. It's important, like Brandy was telling you, it's important when you're doing creative writing, when you're journaling, don't edit yourself. The first draft of my book, few people have seen it. I'm going to put it on my blog at some point, but few people have seen it because it's embarrassing. I use the word lazy in every sentence. I'm lazy. This is why. I'm able to do this because I'm lazy. In the book, I only put it down once. The gift of laziness. Okay. Who in here is an artist?
Do we have an eyes?
Yes. I saw everybody had their eyes up and the teach. Artists, okay. Anybody in technology? Okay. Are you all on the social networks? Most of you are on the social networks. Good age group for that. We're in a place that things are taking too long to happen. And a lot of times we learn things, and you're in a place that you can create amazing things. I started Making a Difference project on Facebook that I am looking for people that want to make a difference in your career before you graduate. Because it's important that a lot of you are in school right now, and you have a lot of time. You're busy with a lot of things, but you have a lot of time. You have fresh ideas. And then you go into corporate America, you go into a company that you're doing their art, you go into a certain technology, and they put you in a paradigm saying, this is how you do things. We are living in a changing world. The world has changed so much. If I'm going to hire an employee and I'm going to tell them to do things the way I do them, or I did them in the past, when the world's changing so fast, I'm doing a disservice to the world, my company, and myself. So it's very important, as you're talking about creative writing, that you're able to understand how important it is to be creative. We come into this world, and the only thing, if you look at children, when they're happy is when they're creating. when they have an imagination. My first drafts when I write things, it's not impressive. A lot of those things aren't seen. But when I'm inspired, when I'm deep down into my core and I'm able to write it, I write things, post them on my blog without even getting them edited. It's just like a certain energy is just running through me to do that. So, do some of you know what you want to be when you get out of school? How about you? Say that again?
Software engineer.
Software engineer. Okay. It's one of the challenges with software engineers is you have to be creative to do it, and the people that are able to streamline it and do it a lot faster are the ones that are able to get something to market before somebody else surpasses them. So that's a great industry to do that. Have you ever thought of how this class connects you with that? No. You haven't thought about that. Okay. Do you understand how being creative would be a piece to do it? Okay. And what type of software would you like to put together?
Basically, my first degree was in astrophysics, so actually my software is just going to be about a project on how to project jets through magnetic levitation. So it's going to be long.
So how to project jets?
Yeah, through magnetic levitation.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm working on now.
Okay. So communication, do you think it would be important to communicate with the people that are around you and doing it? Sometimes writing it,
Yeah.
or other times being able to speak it
Yeah.
at a certain level. Because I'll guarantee you, sometimes I worked only 2 hours during the day, and I was meditating all day, and then all of a sudden I meet somebody later that night and I got to talk to them, and I'm just like pretty much throwing up on them. So it's important to harness those skills and know that you're here in school to learn. And a lot of the stuff that you're learning, the first company that you're hired at, and I know a lot of you are already working, the first company that you're hired at is going to tell you to forget everything you learned. And it's important that we want to know that our history is part of us, but we don't want our history to necessarily dictate it, because there's a lot of negative history for us. But if we're raw and clear with it, what was your name again? Lanish. One of the things that you said, which is in healing practices, I have a lot of healers that I do. What you did is you connected with your watcher, and you kind of celebrated it and said, and you acknowledged it. Because if we want to create amazing things in the world, it's very important that we acknowledge our shortcomings and we acknowledge our brilliance. Because when we acknowledge our shortcomings and our brilliance, then who we really are lies somewhere in between that. Okay, write this question down. Except for the guy that has Karen. What do you want to be when you grow up? I turn 40 next month. I still ask me. I ask myself this question, so it's not anything based on your age. Questions are so important, because every time you ask a question, it's going to lead you. You can ask yourself questions. It's going to lead you to, a good question will lead you to good information. A good question will lead you to good experiences. A lot of times, bad experience is a good experience because it helps you to not go there again, or it helps you to thrive in a different place and learn from that situation. Anybody have any questions? Okay. I like that. Who wants